Hello and welcome to episode 120 of the Wisdom from the Akasha podcast. My name is Suzie. I'm your host and I'm an Akashic Records teacher and practitioner. Can I just first take a moment to thank every single one of you who tunes into this podcast, who listens weekly, who leaves comments, who rates the podcast. I have just received a little pop-up from Spotify saying that we have reached the 100,000 listens mark. And I know that might not sound very big if you're someone who follows huge, big podcasts, but to me, that's a real milestone and an achievement. I am really grateful to every single one of you who has listened and downloaded the podcast to help me reach that milestone, and long may it continue. So thank you to every single one of you. Today, I want to talk about working with me one-to-one because I get lots of you reaching out, sending me emails, reaching out in the DMs and Instagram saying you'd love to work with me one-on-one, but you're not quite sure how to do it. So today I want to go through how working with me one-to-one works. And if you feel called to apply for working with me one-to-one, I'll leave a link into the show notes so that you can do that. So let's take one-off sessions first. And a one-off session would be with me an Akashic Records reading, an Akashic Records clearing, or a combination session. And a combination session is where I do an Akashic reading and a clearing in the same session. So it is a longer session, but it is both of those included in one. So this is currently waitlist only. And I will pop a link into the show notes if you want to join that waitlist. How the waitlist works is when I have space for one-off sessions to take place, that gets emailed out to members first. So one of the benefits of being a member and being in the membership is that you get priority booking. So they get given the one-off sessions first. If there's any left over, then they get emailed out to the waitlist. I completely appreciate that some of you have been on that waitlist for some time, and I do appreciate your patience on that. One of the things that I am hoping to do in the summer is to offer up more one-off sessions. That's one of the reasons I've got an extra pair of hands now helping me with the back office admin to free my time up to be able to do those one-off sessions, because I truly do love helping you all connect into your Akashic Records and your Akashic Records guides and doing those clearing sessions and moving that energetic stagnation through. So please do bear with me. If you are interested in one of those one-off sessions, make sure you're on that waitlist, because that waitlist is who's going to be notified. They're not going to be put on social media or anything like that. So that's the one-off sessions. I've always had an option to work with me for longer term, and that's taken various forms over the years. And currently that is 2 options for mentorship. I have an Akashic Records practitioner mentorship, and I also have an Akashic-led spiritual mentorship, and I want to talk to you about those 2 now so you can feel into if this is something that you'd like to apply for. The Akashic Records practitioner mentorship is exactly what it says on the tin. It's a mentorship program designed to help Akashic Records practitioners. So those of you who have done level 1 and level 2 at least with me, and you are wanting to go out there in the world with the Akashic Records as part of your service. So it doesn't have to be that you're only going to work with the Akashic Records. I have lots of people in the practitioner mentorship who are adding the Akashic Records in as an offering to their clients. You'll have heard some of those in the Meet the Grad series, but it is specifically around the business aspect. So actually getting started in business and things like marketing, getting clear on your ideal client, and also looking at any resistance that you have. So you'll hear people say that running your own business is self-development or spiritual development on crack. And that's a very true statement, because what's going to happen is when you step forward to offer your service is any wounding that you have around being seen, self-worth issues, self-love issues, money issues are going to come to the surface. So what I do in that practitioner mentorship is I help you on the practical business side as someone who has been running a business for a number of years now, but also on the personal side. So when we have that resistance coming up, we work through that together as well. And of course, we use your Akashic Records to help you with that. So that might be doing a reading to really understand why you've got this resistance coming up, or it might be doing a clearing to help get rid of energetic stagnation from ancestral issues or past life issues that you've brought through. So it's a very holistic package. It's 12 sessions, so it's over a 6-month period. And the most common time frame that people work with is We get together once every 2 weeks on a live video call. You're going to get lots of homework from me, and it's having that accountability and that support from me as a mentor, as someone who has walked this path before you. I do also offer this as a yearly package, so that's checking in with me once a month. That option is available, and this is something that we can talk about in the free energetic alignment call if this is something that you are interested in. As I said, the link to the mentorship programs will be in the show notes. You will see on there is an application form. It's just a quick application form. If you submit into there, then I will reach out and be in touch with you to arrange an energetic alignment call. That's completely free. No obligation whatsoever. It's just for us to have a chat through to see if the mentorship package is going to be a good fit for you. Next is the Akashic-led spiritual mentorship. And this is for those of you who are going through your spiritual journey or going through your spiritual development and you just want some support. So it's the same structure. It's 12 sessions, so usually once every 2 weeks. And it's really bespoke and designed for what it is that you want to achieve during our time together. This is a program really designed to help you do really deep work with the Akashic Records. So, of course, we're going to use the Akashic Records to get some information, to do some energy clearing. We'll often do some soul retrieval work in the Akashic-led spiritual mentorship program, and that's the only place I offer any soul retrieval work. And of course, what we're going to cover in there is going to be bespoke to you, but I just wanted to give you examples of some of the things that I've covered with clients previously. Lots of inner child work, ancestral healing, working on money blocks or problems receiving, problems with creative blocks and working with creative energy, intuition development, so developing those clairsensors and deepening that relationship to that internal technology, working on soul purpose alignment and embodying more of that higher self or that soul, working on shadow work, nervous system regulation, balancing of the internal masculine and feminine energies so that you feel balanced, and of course expanding your level of consciousness. So of course we don't cover all of that in one program. We get together at the start, we set the aims, and we work on what comes up as we go through. As always, there's lots of homework. And this is predominantly practice-based homework, so that depending on what's coming up, I will give you different types of homework, different somatic practices, breathwork practices, journaling prompts, all these different types of things to help you really work through this program being led by the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records aren't going to do this work for you. There's not a magic wand that I can wave that's going to sort all of these problems out, but we can absolutely use the Akashic Records to do this deep work. I've often found over the years working with people that the one-off sessions are great, you can really get some good insight from them, but what people needed is they needed help and support to do this deeper work. They were really looking to use the Akashic Records as a way to support their spiritual evolution and their development and their expansion. And it is a beautiful program. It's a commitment to make. It's a time commitment, a financial commitment, but it is a beautiful program to work with. So as always, all of my work is focused on enhancing your spiritual sovereignty in a way that is grounded and embodied. We're going to use the Akashic Records to help that, and that's the primary tool that we use. I am currently taking the alignment calls. So these are free energetic alignment calls. I'm currently in the process of doing those for my next intake, which will take place in summer of 2026. So I only take 10 people on in these programs as a total. So across the 2 mentorship programs, I only have 10 open spots. And that's so that I could really focus my time and energy and attention on you as the mentee so that you get the best out of me for that. I will then be doing the next batch of energetic alignment calls in November of 2026, and that will be for the January 2027 intake. If you want to apply for one of those mentorship programs, please do. Please fill out the application form. Once I have the mentor alignment calls done and I've got everybody organized and I've got them all scheduled in, then I will be opening up some more of those one-off sessions. As I said earlier, just have a little bit of patience with me in respect of being on that wait list. You should see more openings coming through in the summer of 2026. I hope that's given you some clarity and some food for thought in respect of if you do want to work with me one-on-one, whether that's a one-off session or a deeper work in a program. I hope that's given you an idea as to how you can do that. And I, of course, look forward to seeing those of you who are interested in taking those energetic alignment calls over the next couple of months. I will see you next week for the next episode.